So this is automatic floodgates as early flood detection. So as you know, current floodgates, which is manual, is not effective because it requires human energy to operate it, meaning we should rotate the steering wheel, which is absolutely heavy, to lift up the gates. So with this automatic gates, we could lift up the gates automatically and to detect early flood.
So this is our prototype, and as we can see here, we got three large gates. And as Stephanie said before, that the main function of this prototype is to open the waterways, river waterways, right? And how could it happen? So we can make it happen by using ultrasonic sensor here. And for the output, and the second question is, how can we know the precise or the exact number of the distance between the river, between the water and the sensor, right? We can use the micro servo to measure the level of the water precisely. And this is our mini prototype, and here we can see our sketch. And there are several differences actually between the prototype here and the sketch here, but it's actually the same. What's the difference? The main difference is that here we have three blocks, and each gate has one block. And we can see here our block. And on top of the block we put the ultrasonic sensor, and inside the block we have a floating thing as a stimulus. And the stimulus that will rise as the water level rises. We put the floating thing because the sensor cannot detect the water immediately, so we need something to make it happen, right? And since gates come from different waterways, they might have different water levels. Once the door has the highest level water level, it'll open to drain the water to one place. And here we put the sensor upside down, meaning that the stimulus can come from above or from below the sensor. But in this case, in this prototype, we make it happen. We make the stimulus come from the above the sensor because we do this because I think it'll be easier for us to show you how the sensor will work. And let us just try. Well, is it work or not? And actually we can just put our hand above the sensor, and the distance will appear in micro servo. And this row will point the number that represents the distance between the stimulus and the sensor. And if the water level has reached a certain height, then the door will automatically open. And if the water level is the water or the stimulus is close to the sensor, the light will turn on, and it will warn you guys that the river will most likely overflow. Look at this. I think that's all. Thank you.
I think it's a very fun prototype. It's a very practical one too, so I think I quite like it. But I think obviously the floodgate, you still do it manually, but actually if you have more I say it's quite okay too, but if you have more servo, you can actually do that manually, do that using the servo instead of manually. So maybe it could be the next stage if you want to develop it further. It could be a very fun project and it's a more interactive one. So, but I think it's a great prototype. I think very concise and on-time presentation. So, well done.
Hmm?